Imagine a child growing up without ever hearing the words, I am proud of you. Imagine growing up without a father figure in the home, without guidance, without emotional support, encouragement, and without a stable role model. Unfortunately, this is not rare. According to the United States Census Bureau, around 18 million children grow up without a father in the home. Father absence is not just a personal issue, it is a widespread generational problem that affects emotional development, behavior, and long term stability in children. Today, my purpose is to show you why active father involvement is not just beneficial but essential for strong, healthy family units. When fathers are missing or just disengaged, the impact on children is deep and long lasting. There are emotional and behavior problems. Research consistently shows us increased behavioral issues in children with father absent homes. Children often struggle with emotional stability, higher irritability, and a more difficult process in processing stress. I totally wrote that wrong. Sorry. Um, or the inability to process stress altogether. Their brain just stops. There are academic problems. Without father involvement, children show a lower academic performance, higher dropout rates from school, and a decreased interest in school altogether. Father involvement has a direct and measurable impact on children in the home. It impacts their motivation and their focus. There are social and developmental struggles as well. Children without involved fathers are more likely to face substance abuse and poor peer relationships. They're also more likely to struggle academically and to struggle with authority, with boundaries, with peers, and authority over them, and confidence as well. But there's also the impact of a generational cycle of absent fathers. Unfortunately, father absence doesn't just stop in one family generation, it repeats itself in families. When society normalizes disengaged fatherhood, children grow up without the model of a healthy father involved in their home, and the cycle just unfortunately continues. There is a clear solution to this problem in the United States. We have to work to support, to encourage, and to involve and motivate fathers in the home. We need to promote active father engagement. In order to do this, it starts with policies in our communities. We need to support parental leave. Fathers need to have just as much right to leave as long as mothers do, and to be involved emotionally in the home during those early stages of life. There's also supporting father focused and intentionally father focused education program. Parenting classes that intentionally include men and the community groups that support fatherhood. Those opportunities for those men give fathers or future fathers the opportunity and the confidence they need to grasp and learn those parenting tools in order to feel completely confident in raising their children. We also need to increase public awareness. Campaigns in schools, churches, and communities can reinforce the importance of father involvement in the home and how important fathers truly are. When society values fatherhood in a whole, men feel more empowered and responsible to step into that essential role. So let's visualize something real quick. Let's visualize two scenarios. One, nothing changes. So we continue the cycle of emotional instability. More children struggle academically, socially, behaviorally, and in society. Families remain unstable and communities suffer the long term consequences. But switch gears for me for just a second. If fathers become more involved in the home, imagine that. Children develop a stronger self esteem. They develop a greater sense of processing stress, processing the world around them. They have a greater emotional stability and healthier relationships with their family and with their peers. Their sense of identity is also increased and it becomes more secure because they have the opportunity to experience consistent love and direction. There is community impact in those scenarios. With stronger father involvement, we see lower crime rates, fewer dropouts from school, and more stable home environments. There's also the personal impact. Families enjoy having a peace of mind with healthier home dynamics and a stronger foundation for raising the next generation. So, what do we do now? What we have to do is we need to support fatherhood programs and advocate for community involvement. Churches, schools, and communities and workplaces can all play a role in this. How can we begin? We should begin in workplaces to support parental leave. Families and communities can also share resources that help fathers stay engaged and connected. When this happens, they feel supported and more motivated and encouraged to step into the role that they were driven to be. When can we start? The answer is simple: right now. Strengthening families begins immediately at the community level. And I'll go as far as to say it begins at the personal level. When we strive to place those values in our core selves and in our hearts, we continue to live that out. When we do that, our communities get better and our families get better. This issue is so much bigger than statistics. It's about shaping strong families and setting children up for success, for stability, for confidence, and for emotional health. Active father involvement strengthens homes, it transforms the community, and it breaks unhealthy generational cycles. If we want stronger families, we must value, support, encourage, and strengthen our father involvement in the home. Thank you.